Iron Supports is a bracket manufacturing company. We serve the commercial side and the consumer side. We support everything from countertops to large shelving units in commercial spaces. We grew out of a small garage. It was just a one-man shop with my wife and customer service. And today, now we have 18 employees. There's several here in distribution and manufacturing. And then there are others behind the scenes in programming and customer support. So some of the challenges we were having at the time when we were in the market for a new robot was labor shortages. We had a bunch of supply chain issues where a lot of our products were being welded in industrial settings. And it wasn't feasible for us to have a full-time programmer. So there was a skills gap there. And we needed something simple that everybody could use. So when we were comparing other welding robot systems or packages from other companies, a couple of things we were looking for was simplicity, first of all. So we wanted to eliminate that whole, well, our robot can do this and this, but you really have to explain what you need so we can put the package together. All I was looking for was a robot that could do a wide variety of things very quickly and easily, and it had to be ready to go. We didn't want a 6-month implementation. We just didn't have that time. And Hirebotics had these cells, had the capacity we were looking for, built and ready to ship. I think we wired the money and had that thing up here in a week. And we were literally using it in production within 2 days of plugging it in.
The day we received the Cobot was the middle of the afternoon. By 4 or 5 o'clock, we had it running. It was operational. The next morning I came in after looking at some of the programming at night at home, and within, I would say, an hour, I was making welds that morning. So basically 4 hours, I would say, we were making parts. We are currently running a shelf bracket. We do 5 different sizes of this bracket. It's not a common bracket that we do, so it's a setup we do. We easily can set it up quickly and run them and then go back onto our normal parts. A normal part on the Cobot Welder is a hidden shelf bracket. We weld 5 on one side of the fixture as we're changing parts on the other side, and then we spin the fixture and start the program all over again, and we keep repeating that 5 and 5 process. So we do 10 at a time, basically.
Some of the benefits of that Beacon app are the ability for multiple users to log in. So it doesn't take a specialist to run the Beacon app or the machine, but for someone who maybe is a specialist, like our shop lead, he can log into that app and diagnose things or help change things, parameters, from anywhere. So if someone's working late or a different shift is working, anybody can log in. The other benefit about having that app is the ability to work with Hirebotics team to diagnose issues. And as far as programming in the app, I don't know if it gets any easier.
The programming is extremely simple. If you can move the robot to where you want to start a weld, you teach that point, you move it over to the end of the weld, you teach that point, and that's all it needs to know.
So the impact the robots had on our business productivity is pretty crazy. I mean, realistically, we had been having to literally not take orders or cancel orders because we couldn't keep up, to catching up with that backlog and working ahead, obviously, because we could take the orders in. As far as quality goes, it was night and day. I mean, you can only weld so many times the same part in a fixture by hand, you know, perfectly all the time. I don't have exact numbers, but I know that we have a lot less scrap now than we ever did. Or if we do have any welding issues, it's something we can fix in-house immediately. Another big savings for us was just having the production here in-house saved us in transfer costs. From taking raw materials to one plant to weld and then bringing it back here, or going to powder, etc., we were able to just bring all of it in-house. So one of the major benefits of working with a Cobot Welder from Hirebotics versus a more traditional welding cell from, let's say, one of the competitors like Fanuc, we're able to adapt and change really quickly. Since we don't have a full-time programmer in-house, say we got a new product line, we build a fixture, we can use the Cobot to program and test that fixture, and then we can make changes to the fixture, come back in the same day and reprogram it immediately. Any one of the welders can do that. That speed of adaptability is something that for a shop our size it's extremely valuable. And I think it would be valuable in any setting, really, of any size business. So anybody looking to get introduced into these cobots or for welding, I just say you don't have to be afraid of the programming. It's super simple, simpler than you probably think. And if you have any parts that are even long, or you have to do more than 5, it's already worth it. It was worth it for us. I would believe it's worth it for any shop that's welding all day, every day, even if it's different parts.